Welcome to this presentation on understanding essay questions. Essay questions require you to identify something in relation to a topic, or an argument that requires you to make simple points and to describe main ideas in short, coherent ways. Remember, the purpose of an essay question is to include factual information, to include analysis, which means explanations of relationships, synthesis, which means the application or transfer of previously learned principles, as well as opinion. I am in agreement with E.M. Foster. How do I know what I think? Until I see what I say. Remember that when we are thinking about essay questions, what we are trying to do is assess higher order thinking skills. So what is the difference between higher order thinking skills and lower order thinking skills? Lower order thinking skills involve memorization, while higher order thinking skills requires understanding and application of knowledge. Lower order thinking skills include remembering, understanding, as well as applying. We need lower order thinking skills in order to reach higher order thinking skills. Higher order thinking skills really involves the learning of complex, judgmental skills such as critical thinking and problem solving. Higher order thinking is difficult to learn as well as to teach, however, is so valuable because it means that we will be able to use these skills for the rest of our lives as well as in novel situations. There are different types of essay questions, so it's important for you to understand what your lecturer is requiring of you. Identify essay questions ask for short, concise answers. Explain essay questions requires a full-length essay with fully developed responses that need supporting detail. For these type of essay questions, look for keywords such as discuss, explain, analyze, and illustrate. Compare essay questions require an analysis in essay form which focuses on similarities, differences, as well as connections between specific ideas and concepts. Look for keywords such as compare, contrast, and relate. Argue essay questions require you to form an opinion or to take a position on an issue, as well as to defend your position against alternatives. Look for keywords such as prove or justify. Assess essay questions involve assessing an issue, idea, or question by describing against acceptable criteria and by defending a position or judgment on an issue. Look for keywords such as evaluate, criticize, and interpret. When we start to think about writing essays, there are some guidelines that we can provide. Think about the question that is being asked. Make notes. Make use of concept maps. Identify the relationships between themes, ideas, and patterns that may occur. Organize and plan around a central thesis statement. Develop an argument from the question and include it in your introduction. Order your subtopics as logically as possible. Make for easy transitions in your essay, which means that you need to structure your points in body paragraphs so that one point flows and follows logically and clearly from another. Get to the point. Focus on substance. Avoid waffling. As a general rule, one paragraph is one point supported by an example, explanation, as well as evidence. Structure your exam question in the usual way. So, include an introduction, paragraph, as well as a conclusion. Make sure that if you cannot necessarily include specific dates, make use of approximate dates. In summary, read your questions very carefully, at least 2 or 3 times. Circle the main verb in the question and decide what strategy you are going to be using to answer that particular question. Think about cause and effect. Think about comparison contrast, definition, classification, or problem and solution. Make sure you understand what type of answer is required. Circle the key words. Decide if you need to write one paragraph or multiple paragraphs. Write a brief outline of all of the points that you want to mention in your answer. Restate the question and answer with a topic sentence or a thesis statement. Answer the question according to general rules of academic writing. Use indentations. Begin each paragraph with a topic sentence. Support the topic sentence with reasons and examples. Use transition words to show logical organization. Write a conclusion. Use correct punctuation throughout. Read over your answer again and check if you have included all of the ideas that you originally wanted to. Mostly, and most important, check your answer for grammar and punctuation. I thank you for listening, and I trust that this has been helpful when preparing for essay questions. Thank you.